up? What's up? Tuesday. Yo. What's happening, everybody? How y'all doing? Man, you're getting warmed up there. That was a proper warm-up right there, honestly. I did everything the way you should, slow, quarter notes, eighth notes, 16th, 30 seconds. You gotta practice it, build it up. Yo, I think we're looking good tonight. What have we here tonight? Pellet Funner. Now, he's at double already. There you go, brother. Jake Fiben said he's been waiting all day. Let's go. Val Kimber announcing Pellet Funner. You're the man, bro. My man, check you out. Thank you so much, brother. Dropping that super chat, man. It's amazing, bro. Thank you so much. You know we appreciate you, brother. Absolutely do. Jake Fiben said even warm-up sounds. I mean, there you go, brother. Lisa Anderson, thank you so much. Good to see you. Stardust in the house. Let's see. Nashi Kip, what's going on, Nashi Kip? Donald James, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Donald James was rocking out earlier. Was watching a bit of that. Juji, there you go. Good to see you, Juji. Zach G, how you doing, brother? Good to see you, bud. Let's see. Donald James knows the usual peeps. That's how we do. Nashi Kip knows the breakfast of champions. That's how we do it. Megalodon, greetings from Sweden. Taximeket, good to see you, buddy. Jake says, life got a little better recently. I may be working 2 jobs instead of being jobs. And that's how you do it, man. Go from 0 to 2, just like that. That's what's up, man. Well, congrats. Hopefully all works out. Gotta love it. What was I gonna play? I was gonna play something next. I can't remember. I guess we'll play this one. The warm-ups continue, though. The warm-ups always continue. All right, we're coming together now. Coming together. It's feeling good. All right, let's see what else we got. A couple more warm-ups, so we should be nice, tight, and right. Let's do this one. All right, what's going on around here tonight? I hope everyone's having a good day. It was a real nice day for me. One of the best days I've seen in recents. My job, that was very nice. But I'm glad to be doing here and shredding it up. Let's go. There you go. Varsagad, thank you. Taximekit Megalodon. Thank you, brother. Judy said, I like this one. There you go. Thank you, Lisa. Willie Seeks Big Cats. Hello to you, bud. Jake's Vibe said, Rick shreds from at work, ladies and gents. One of the greats. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Judy said, it feels criminal to get to watch this for free. I know, but I'm happy to do it. You know I am. You know I am. Lisa says, smash the thumbs up and show some love, everyone. Absolutely, absolutely. Nasha Cat's feeling that. Appreciate that. All right, all right. Oh, let's Judy said time to buy some more merch. There you go. There you go. Darrell's in the house. Happy Tuesday, Darrell. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. All right, Lisa going to be right back. No problem. Judy's got a link to our friend Val. Kimber, make sure you click on that link and give Val a subscribe too. We'd love to see it. Evan Kelly, how you doing, buddy? Good morning to you. Or good afternoon, most likely. Could copy that. There you go, Darrell. Donald James says, me and Juji are the lucky ones. We got to see something. You and Nashiket. Yeah, all three of you. All three got to see something fun and interesting. We'll talk about that in a little bit, most likely. Evan says, it's cold and rainy there. No, no. You got it, Val. Absolutely, brother. Darrell knows it's time to rock and roll. Let's do this. All right, let's get cooking. If you've been here, you know this warm up. But if I can play this, then we're good to go for sure. Let's give it a shot. nice. I definitely warmed up. What can we do now? Let's slow it down after that. Nice slow one there. To cool off. Alright, let's see what we got here. The Rails had a good day. That's good to hear, buddy. Let's see. Jake says, free concert with full chat of great people. Such an amazing thing. Not very get tired of the streams. Absolutely, buddy. Absolutely. Yeah, you Donald, you all got the treat. You treat maybe at towards the end when things start to settle down, we'll show a little clip. Can make it happen. Let's see. Nashi Kid says, young Rick is awesome. That's all I'll say. That's pretty cool back then, man, when I was in my teenage years. Val says, Rick Through the Ages, good album. There you go, man. I have one video. There is a video on my channel. Doesn't have much views, but it's called Rick Renstrom Time Machine or something like that. And it's I have a clip from just about every year since I was like 17. I think it was like 17, 18, 19, maybe in my 20s. I had to skip a few years. I didn't have a lot of video footage. So there's a video that's got some interesting stuff on there if you ever check it out. Nashi Kid says maybe you can react to your old videos on Saturday. Maybe a couple. Check them out. That set list is crazy on that show we did. Juji got a link to Nachi Kid's channel if you're gonna check him out. That'd be great. Nicholas Williams, thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. Lisa, thank you. Oh, let's see. Tazi says he's having a beer. He's cruising on the Via train from Saskatchewan. Is it Saskatchewan or Saskatoon? I've heard difference, but to Alberta. Thanks for shredding. I'll turn it up so others can hear. There you go, buddy. Not kidding. That was too hot to be warm. I know, right? Thank you, Nicholas. Jake said, I really like that one. The melodies were amazing. Thank you so much, buddy. Donald James says, Zick as hells. There you go. Juji said, if that was a warm-up, why face crispy? I know. There's a little bit of heat on it, too, you know, a little bit of heat. Nicholas, thank you so much, but I appreciate that. Anthony Warren, how you doing, bro? Good to see you tonight. Jay Laser's back in the house. How you doing, Jay Laser? Great to see you. Donald James said teaser. Yeah, a little late, maybe a little later on. We'll show it. I don't have to go to work tomorrow, so we'll chill out for a little while tonight. Steve, how you doing, buddy? Thank you so much, man. Jay says, need avenged out of you soon. I know a little bit. I can't remember. I'm trying to think if I can remember that Bat Country part I learned. Juji says, for sweet Rick Renstrom official merch, check out that link right there. There you go. And Lisa says, hit them thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're having a good time thus far. We're going to cool it down with a nice slow ballady jam. So let's do that. was a nice one. You know, you gotta chill out sometimes. Doesn't have to, there's a little shredding in there, I have to admit, yes, but it doesn't have to always be shredding. All right, we haven't played this one in like a week or two. We'll go to the next one here. A lot of great comments, and thanks so much for everyone for hanging out tonight. It's great to see everyone. And I hope you're having a wonderful evening thus far. Let's see. Where do we leave off here? Anthony, I remember that. Or Steve. Crow in the house. What's up, buddy? Good to see you there. There you go, Evan. Jake's Vibin says, generally one, if not the best guitar solo. I appreciate that. It means a lot to me, honestly, it does. I just do what I do, you know. I've always tried to be something in this world, and if I can do something, that'd be great. That'd be great. And I appreciate you, brother. Jamila Romero, good to see you. Buenas noches. How you doing? ¿Cómo está? I'm learning every Spanish every day. New piece. Let's see. Evan say he's good today. That's good to hear, bro. Thank you, Jamila. Oh man, yeah, I love Beavis, but I can't wait. There's a new season of Beavis coming next month, I think it is. I'm so there. They don't watch videos anymore. They actually watch YouTube videos, which would be amazing. If Mike Judge would put one of my videos on there, it'd be sick. But you never know. Crow, there you go, man. Evan Kelly, Nashi Kids feeling it. Juji says living legend right there. Thank you, Juji. Michael Lahar, thank you, brother. Silence Fiction, I can't watch this guy. He has so much feeling in his music, it makes me cry. I feel that, buddy. We try and ooze out all the emotion on some of these jams. Nicholas, thanks, buddy. He says, man, that's a level beautiful shred so consistently. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Thank you, Lisa. John James said, it's better than ASMR. I know, right? Though my ASMR is pretty good. Jay Laser, brother, you rock, brother. He says, when you learn Hail to the King, I'll watch it live. I'll donate 100. All right, brother. Thank you for that super chat. I'll listen to it, man. I'm not familiar with it. I'm familiar with Bad Country. That was my jam. But I'll check that out. Absolutely, my brother. I love Sinister Gates, man, for sure. So we'll check it out. And thank you, bro. Jake's Fine said, Rick, you give me goosebumps every time, every stream. Hope I can do the same for people one day. No doubt, buddy. You just got to work hard at it, man, and you'll get there. It's all what's inside you. It's all what's inside you. Thank you, Nashike. Thank you, Juji. Fred Hinkle in the house. How you doing, good brother? From Southern Indiana. It's great to see you tonight. Thank you very much, Steve. Appreciate that. John James said he'll learn some A7X for a donation. True that, man. That stuff's hard, though, man. His Sinister Gates is a genius. I mean, that guy's mind is genius, dude. The way he writes solos. Pretty wild. I respect that guy unbelievably. There you go, Fred. Evan said, I learned today my tinnitus rings at about 2,600 hertz. Ay. That's pretty crazy. Nashi Cat says, even maybe you can use that tune in instruments. Yeah, true that. I know, right? Thank you, Silence Fiction. I appreciate you, brother. Nicholas says, hell yeah. Your ASMR as well, too. Oh, yeah, we try. Let's see. Donald James says, A7X is a good band for real. I don't listen to them hardly, but I should. Yeah, they're sick, dude. I've got one of their albums on my iTunes. The old one. I like that. Whatever that tune Bad Country's on, that's the one I got into the most. Jake says, Rick, if anyone's something, it's to you. You shred like no one's business. You inspire many, including myself. I thank you, Jake. I appreciate that, man. I try. I'm more than happy, to be here. And if I can inspire one person, then I'm happy with that. But I've heard it's quite a few more, which is fine by me, too. I try and help as many people as I possibly can on this planet. I've been helped myself, and I try and pay that forward every time. All right, let's pop this up. T-shirt jam session. We're going to play this next track called Shadows. This one's a fun one. Nice and heavy. Nice and Egyptian-like. Let's give it a run. right, the Shadows right there, man. That's a cranker right there. I enjoy that tune quite a bit. That's a real nice song to play, honestly. I'll probably do little things differently tonight. See what else we got. Play one more interesting song, I think. What haven't we heard in a while? About Thrones of Obsidian. I'm warmed up, man. I'm definitely warmed up, so we're going to rip some stuff here real quick. Let's jump into some wild stuff tonight. We got a lot of people hanging out. Trying to not do the usual suspects. This one's a fun one, though. Let's pop this one up. We got a lot of songs and a lot of songs that have T-shirts. Can you believe that? Next one we're gonna do Throne of Obsidian next. We'll kick that off live. Thanks so much everyone for hanging out with us tonight. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're having a great time. We got a lot of comments here, so let's make sure we get through that. Evan says Symphony X are making a new album. Nice, dude. Yeah, Symphony X is great. I got pretty much all the Symphony X albums. Don't know too much of their stuff, but I enjoy listening to Michael Romeo. Is probably one of the best players on the planet, very easily. Anthony says, Rick, I'm sure you got a set list, but any chance can you play a couple of Richie songs? Yeah, buddy, we got you, man. You know I love Richie. Evan says, Richie Sambor is doubtful. Jake says, Egyptian, like me, likey. There you go, brother. Crow, appreciate that. Nashiket, thank you. Tazi says, Shadows, nice sound. There you go, brother. Gal H, thank you so much. Thank you, Lisa. Jake said, the Legend of Zelda song I've been learning is a Spanish flamenco. Nice, dude. Yeah, there's some good music over there. Those are all Japanese people writing that stuff. Japan can make some good stuff, man. Ain't no doubt. Science fiction, thanks, Val, thank you. Jay Laser, appreciate them jewels, brother. You rock, dude. That's awesome. The brightness of that chorus is a contract just of lifts. Really composing. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy. Lisa says, smash those thumbs ups, everybody. Thank you, Crow. Nashiket, there you go. Donald James says, unpredictable key change right there, but so good. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know I love my key changes. Thank you, Nicholas. Anthony said, that song is everything you could ask for. I feel that, brother. Appreciate that. Thank you, Science Fiction. Nashiket says, the guitar gods fear him. I feel that, man. There's actually some really amazing guitar players that have followed me recently on Instagram, which is super, super cool to see. We shall see, man. Nicholas says, what the hell am I witnessing? It's so amazing. Here you go, man. You said, this really satisfies. Appreciate that. Thank you. Nashiket, there you go. Crow, appreciate you, brother. Jake says, well, listening while COD Zombies with my homie is such a vibe. Now, there you have it, man. They just revealed Black Ops 7 today. I am so there. I am so there. Judy said, I don't know what got into you, but you're bringing the fire on another level. There you go. We rocking. We rocking. Thanks, Val. It sounds anything from Scarcer. I've heard that name, but I've never heard one of their tunes, dude. I've never heard anything about that guy. Or is it a band or an album? I'm not sure. Scar Symmetry. It sounds really familiar to me. And if Stardust can hear me, did I forget to turn the AC down? I thought I was already down. I'm feeling the warmth in here. But let's rock the Thrones of Obsidian. There's a T-shirt on the screen if you want to check it out. But this one's called Throne of Obsidian. The Throne of Obsidian. Man, that's a cranker there. That's a really, really fun song to play, I gotta admit. Let's see what else we got here. We're trying to do some wild stuff tonight, man. Go against the grain, I guess. What's that new song? I redid the new song a little bit. I missed some parts, but we'll do that, I think, after this. We'll crank up some Intimidator. Really get the party started. But, yo, thank you so much out there, everyone, for hanging with me tonight. Appreciate you so much. Oh, let's see. Where we leave off? Evan said purr is awesome. Purr. Which one's that? Purr? Persian? I'm not sure. Let me know, Evan. I can't remember which purr. Which purr? I know you. I knew you talked about par stenstrom before. I'm not sure what purr is. Anyway, let's see. Nashiket, Lisa, thank you. Noble says, I can imagine it might be difficult to title a song that does not contain lyrics, but you just can't give a song or a number. Yeah, I do the date is what I currently do. Always do the date, and then when if I'm feeling something, a title will come. A title will come. Tyler Shep actually came up with that title there. 14-year-old Tyler Shep. He said, "Call Throne of Obsidian." I said, "All right, there you go. That's it." But yeah, most everything I write, whenever I write something, I put the date. I write it the date as the title is the date until it comes with a real title. But in my head, I have ideas. You never know. It just depends. Depends on the song. Don said, I just washed my Obsidian shirt. Always with cold water. Wearing tomorrow at my dentist one. There you go. I'll give him something to look at. He'll be like, who that? Sharkbait. There you go, brother. Good to see you. Thank you so much. Let's see. Noble said he hears him. You don't know what's worse, going to the dentist or going to court. I'd rather go to the dentist, to be honest with you. I've never been to court, in that respect. I've had to go jury duty. And yeah, that's no fun, man. I'd rather get work done on my teeth than go to jury duty, honestly. Nashi Kid, thanks, buddy. K Younger dropped us a membership out there, and who got it? Biley Kiv got it. Nice, very good. That's awesome. Thank you so much, K Younger. We truly appreciate that. Evan said both are expensive, both hurt, but the dentist gives you drugs. This is true. And the courts take them away, right? Don said he was feeling the mosh vibes. There you go. Thank you, Steve. Juji knows there's a lesson in there somewhere. Absolutely. Thank you, Jake. Nashiket, what's the highest BPM we'll reach tonight? I could try that. I do have one. I do have a 210. We'll see. I haven't played it in a while, so we'll see if we can pull that one off. Evan says, per the Stradivarius guitar dude, bro. Okay, there you go. Travis Pickard, thank you so much, man. There you go, Dime. He said, like number 124. That's what's up. Co-Style from Greece. Athens, good to see you, buddy. Says, full respect, you're my king. Thank you so much, buddy. I was in Athens in 2004. It was one of the greatest places I've ever been. It was so nice there. Man, I really enjoyed my time in Athens, honestly. And we played at the Texas Club, if you know what that is. John J says, Meshuggah has a track called Obsidian. I bet. Every song that Meshuggah does is crazy. Every one. Jake says, court is worse. I've done jury duty. It's miserable. Yeah, me too, buddy. No fun. Nicholas says, thanks for shredding us, dude. You got it, brother. You got it. Ivan says, per played in Meshuggah, too. That's cool. I don't know. I only know Tomas Hake. That's the only name I know from that band. I don't know the other dudes' names. Non-typical, thank you so much. Steve says, I'm out, bro. Got to go up and jam. No problem, Steve. Have a great night, my brother. K-Unger says, just found you today, but this is sick. I can't wait to see more. Thank you, K-Unger. Appreciate that. Robert Wood asks, what strings I use? These are Ernie Ball Super Slinky 9s. Been using them my whole life, practically. But Jake said, I only got paid $25 for a 9-hour court session. Some guys. Thank God I was the only one there. Lucky for me, my job will take care of a jury duty time anytime, but I'd rather go to work. I'd rather go to work than to go to jury duty, honestly. Strawberry Glitz, thank you so much, bro. Appreciate that. Donald James says 300 BPM is Niles' fastest. Whoa. And George Colias is a beast. Dang, that's pretty crazy. Jake said he missed out on more money at work. Yeah, I feel that, man. Gloria's in the house. How you doing, Gloria? Good to see you. And then K. Younger dropped himself a membership. Nice, dude. Thank you so much, brother. Cletus and Clovis in the house. How you doing, good guys? There they are. He says, ooh, back for the attack. That's what I'm talking about. That's a Dawkins vibe. Back for the attack. That's a beautiful record. That's one of my, after Under Lock and Key, that was a great record. All right, let's crank up the Intimidator. Let's pump it up. This is nice and drop C jam. Let's crank this down. I was feeling good. I was feeling good. Let's see. We'll do one old classic. Do a little Until the Bitter End. That's always a fun one. Well, hope you're having a good time tonight and appreciate you hanging with us. It's only Tuesday. We're starting a week off. And we will be here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm sorry, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday as usual this week. There was some discussion if we were going to do tomorrow, but we have decided we will do tomorrow. So there you have it. Discussion closed. Well, I appreciate you. So we'll be here most of the week. So good. Hopefully we'll see you again. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so we do see you again if you're having a good time. All right, Evan says Cryptopsy's drummer is good too. I haven't heard Cryptopsy. I've heard the name. I might have heard their stuff. You never know. A lot of other people play stuff for me, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's who it is. Okay, I never know. Now she gets feeling that. He said, let's go. Lisa, thank you. Jake says, when I get enough money, I plan to get another guitar to play specifically stuff and drop CD. There you go, brother. There you go. Let's see. I haven't said Infant Annihilator is a drumming next level. Yeah, those guys are. I've heard that stuff too. Them and there's another Archspire's another band. It's just like unbelievably insane. A level of musicianship. It was like, Jesus. It's unbelievable. Let's see. Lisa says she's listening, but got the dog. Let the dogs back in. There you go. Gloria said, I just came in time to hear Rick killing again. Yeah, thank you, Gloria. It's always good to see you. We know you're busy. We know you got that time change, but no problem. Anytime we get to see you is a good time, that's for sure. Nicholas says, oh, dude, this is so amazing, so clean, and the attack of the notes is appealing, bro. Thank you, my man. Appreciate that, Nicholas. Nashi Kid, thank you. Moasir Cole Jr., he says, Rick Show. Obrigado, mi amigo. Thank you, buddy. Don says, flawless execution, flawless victory. Fatality, let's go. There you go. Nashi Kid's like, fatality. What was that one that he said? There was one that had a babality or whatever. It turned him into like a little baby or something. That was hilarious, man. I can't remember which Mortal Kombat that was. Strawberry Glitz, thank you. Thank you, Steve W. Bumbless B, thank you so much, buddy. Brian Shanley, how you doing, brother? I'm great, man. I hope you're well tonight. It's good to see you too, man. Donald James says Flo Moonier. Who that? That's probably some drummer dude or something. Next Genesis, yo, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Strawberry Glitz says, do you know the guitar riff in Falling Reverse My Apocalyptic? I sure don't, man. The only stuff I know kinda is the very first album they did. What's that called? The Drugging Me As You. I listened to that one quite a bit. I think that album's amazing. It's got a production that's like the production is a masterpiece. The producer's name is Michael Basquette, who's just a phenom. Engineer and producer. I'd love to work with that guy one day. But yeah, I think I only know it was like I'm Not a Vampire. I kind of knew that one a little bit. Eric announced, he says, what's up, bro? He's in North Dakota visiting his brother for a few days. Stopped for some evening jams. There you go, brother. Here you go, Strawberry Glitz. Oh yeah, I love Jackie Vincent. I mean, he was I don't know if that's the same person or not who played on My Apocalypse, but yeah, Jackie Vincent was the dude, man. That kid was amazing. Trevian Schlett, what's up, brother? He says, glad I caught you before I snooze, man. God bless you, brother. Okay, Next Genesis says Mortal Kombat 2 started. I got you. Sub-Zero Babality. Yeah, I remember that, man. Nashi Kid says, Rick, do you like the Doom game? I don't say I don't like them or I don't love them or anything, but I've heard them. Yeah, they're sick. So heavy, man. There was one, the most recent one's got an insane production of a soundtrack. I was like, dang, these tunes slap. I was like, my God. I forgot the dude's name, but man, it was good. I heard a couple tracks. I was like, holy moly. Donald James said, I swear, Mama Shredder is a big part of Brody's stream. She just popped. It's true, man. Well, that's good, man. You know, there's a lot of changes to YouTube, and you know, there has to be some sort of parental presence. And Mama Shredder, you know, she's a great person. She wants Brody to succeed. She doesn't want Brody to get any type of trouble. I feel that, man. And yeah, she's like the host. You know, she's like the host of the show. But it's cool. Her and Daddy Shredder too. They get up on there and help out, man. So it's really cool. It's a whole family affair, which I like. Ty says, I'm excited for tomorrow because I'm going to go to a concert. It's a Pink Floyd tribute band, and they're playing with a Led Zeppelin tribute band. Wow. That's nice, bro. Yeah, there's a lot of real nice tribute bands out there. There's a place in Fort Lauderdale. It's got like mostly all they have is like these really top-notch tribute bands. And I've seen a few. There used to be a band I used to check out there called Stormbringer. They were a Deep Purple tribute band. I think it was up in Central Florida. I think, yeah, if I remember correctly. They killed it, man. They were a killer band. Thanks, Nicholas. I appreciate that, bro. Down those, yeah, Aiden too. Yep. Even a little indie, the newest Shredder. She up on there too. That's pretty cool, man. I think even Grandma Shredder was up on there last week. She was visiting, so that's pretty cool. All right, for those who don't know, I do have an album out. It's called Until the Bitter End. It's here on my YouTube channel under the Releases tab. So just go to my page, look for that Releases tab. You can listen to the entire album for free. Stream it up as much as you like. If you'd like to purchase it, it's on iTunes and Amazon and some other places too. But those are the big ones, of course. But this here is the title track called Until the Bitter End. Let's give it a shot. till the bitter end right there. That's a good song. I was feeling good right there. I was feeling real good. Let's see. Switch gears. We're just gonna go crazy. Do all kinds of weird stuff tonight, I think. But why not? Why not? Let's see. It's gonna be a mostly slow Tuesday, which is fine. We'll put the next shirt up. Those who know. This is the next jam coming up right here. We got a lot of comments here to read. Appreciate everyone hanging out with us tonight. Where did we leave off? Let's see, right around there. Trevi says you're from Florida. I was born in Port St. Lucie. Nice, dude. That's that's what's that Pasco County? That's up there. That's past Clearwater and stuff, I believe. Or is it down south? I want a bass player I used to work with who was born and raised in Port St. Lucie too, man. I can't remember if it's up or down around here. Shake the Stars, what's going on, bro? Good to see you, man. Val Kimmer knows Stormbringer such a good, yeah. Stormbringer coming on Sally and Twister. Bareback rider in the eye of the sky. That's a great one. Stormbringer coming. I can't sing like cover though. But that's a beautiful song. But that was the band. That was the name of this tribute band. I believe they were in Central Florida, if I remember correctly. Seeing them up there, I was like, these dudes kill it. Here you go. Down. Tyler says, but the Led Zeppelin tribute has 3 guitar players because the ways that Zeppelin played the guitars, it wouldn't sound right. Yeah, true that, man. There's only one Jimmy Page, man. And Jimmy could do it. Not too many else can. Don says, laughing he said, Grandma Shredder, Uncle and Aunt Shred. Absolutely. Cousin Shred. Cousin Shredder. Now she kisses, bring on the harpsichord, all of it. Oh, yeah, buddy. There you go, Val. Shred, Flintstone. Nasha Kid, thank you. Juji says, oops, all the harpsichords. I love me some harpsichords. Looking like a Russian name, Spasibo. Guna Bomber said, was this real? Is it? We don't know. Val, thank you. My Russian friend, Spasibo. Nicholas says, dude, so smooth transition to the shreds in the fields. Thank you, Nicholas. Appreciate you, buddy. Pella Funner says, 185 likes. That's what's up. Pella's always got our count. Appreciate that. There you go. Everyone's like, that's as real as it gets. The realest of the real. I know. Next Gen says, need to remind myself to try and learn now and go for it, brother. I'd love to see it, man. Tyler Shep, I think, is working on it. It's always an honor for me to see anyone else try and play my stuff. I'd love to see it, man. Because I don't see too much of it, but it'd be nice. It's always nice. Strawberry, Don James A-Love playing air drums at that part. Here you go, man. Richard, man. I mean, that's not Richard. I do have the Richard track on here, which I probably should use more often. Strawberry says, this man needs all subscribers. So humble. Take time to read all the comments, plays the music, and remember people in their lives. Absolutely, buddy. This is the way to do it, in my opinion. I've seen people, they don't do nothing, man. They just sit there. The chat is blowing up, and these people just ignore it all, and they still come back. Like, why would you come back to someone that doesn't, even see you there? It's kind of weird. The times are changed around here, man. Like, hey, man, this is how I was raised. That's how we do it, man. Nashi Kid, there you go. Juji, thank you. Don said those crash cymbals are sick. Oh, yeah, I'm telling you about that. Well, it's easy drummer. I use Superior Drummer, but Easy Drummer is the kind of less expensive version of Superior Drummer. And it's this, it's called Drum Kit from Hell, DFH. It's got some sick sounds on it. It's beautiful. Thank you, Strawberry. Crow's back. Good to see you. The next Gen said, next time you're going to air listen. There you go, man. Gratitude in the house. What's up, bro? Great to see you. Val Kimber, thank you. Now she got that shred pieces your soul. There you go. It pierces your soul. Grace said, are we in horizontal? No, you're the second person that said that. Last week, Lisa came in. She said, is this horizontal? No. Only Saturdays are horizontal. That's the time I go sideways. Gloria, thank you, Nashi Kit. Appreciate that, Next Gen. Strawberry said, hell yeah, he played that with his whole heart and soul. Absolutely, buddy. Every song I try to. Donald James says, slow and crazy is the best, right? Anti says, the real Destiny's Call on a real guitar, please. A real one? What's this one? All right, we'll do Destiny's Call, the album track version. Jimmy, Val said, I almost bought a Jimmy Page telly. Interesting, man. I didn't know it. I thought his thing was the Les Paul. I barely ever saw him. Oh, I guess he played a telly in the back, way back in the days. Judy said, I'm gonna save this live to watch it again. You're on fire for sure. Thank you, buddy. Evan said, if we're in a sim, I got a crappy player. I know, right? Everything's a simulation. Gloria says, Rick starts, did you see that heat lightning earlier? Yeah, there's always some big flashes around here. I don't remember seeing it. We were out 7 o'clock, maybe? Frenchie now says, Rick, you always have the most people watching lives. I appreciate that, buddy. I try, man. I mean, yeah, I guess I'm one of the larger YouTubers, live YouTubers, I guess. I don't know. I love what I do. I have fun doing this. And whoever watches, I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. There you go, Nasha Kid. Sideways Saturdays. Evan said horizontal or vertical. I don't mind either way. I know. I wish the horizontal ones were more popular, but man, YouTube don't do nothing for them. Val says it was the Dragon Telly. Okay. I remember him playing one, and I've seen some like old videos, like I think pre-Led Zeppelin he was playing a Telecaster. But most of the stuff I ever saw he's always had that Les Paul. Next Gen said Brody is streaming, his mom's on camera. Just swipe down, click with. There you go. French says we love what you do too. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. We're gonna play Freeze next. This is a mostly brand new song. It was 2 weeks ago, brand new. August 7th? Something like that. But check this out. This is a real fun song to play. Let's give it a go. It's called Freeze, and I put the shirt on the screen just in case. Actually, I didn't do that. I'm putting the shirt on the screen right now because I almost forgot. All right, let's go. Freeze it up. Let's go. right, that was Freeze right there. Ooh, that is a cold one. Although it didn't make, it's still warm in here. I don't know if I don't know if the AC ever turned off or what. It feels warm in here, dang it. Let's see. Anton was talking about the Destiny's Call, the real version. So we'll cue that up next there. All right, a lot of great people hanging out. Good to see everybody here. Where do we leave off? Exotic Exit. Can you play Panama? I don't know how that one goes. I know this one though. This is the only Van Halen I It's about all I know, brother. Let's see. There you go. Yep. Donald right got that right. Anthony says, hell yeah, Rick, thanks for the gems. Going to bed. No problem, Anthony. Have a great night, my friend. Frenchie says, subscribe. Absolutely, bro. Appreciate that. Mel Mark says, which shirt is Rick sporting today? This is the Dockin Beast from the East jam right there. I was feeling a Dockin shirt mood tonight. Next Gen says, yeah, YouTube always shows me all of my favorite streams and some random stuff. Like it keeps bringing me back to. There you go, man. Stashi Cat does Freeze in the name of Shred. That's it. Thanks, Crow. I said, why are you being so cold to me? I haven't said nothing. That's the first comment I've seen from you on that, I think. Nashi Cat. Oh, yeah. Stardust's birthday is tomorrow, so make sure we're going to have a big Stardust birthday bash tomorrow night. So that's going to be nice. We're gotta make sure Stardust gets the hookup with the birthday wishes, so we'll see how that goes. But it should be fun tomorrow night. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Frenchie. Evan said it's whale watching season here. You got some whales down there? Shoot, man. I know. Yeah, what kind of whales? Big humpbacks or orcas? What you got? Next Gen said getting even better. All the playing pays off. It's true. All right. Evan said humpbacks down there. Dang, that's nice. Now she can't. If I said until the bitter cold. Where's it cold right now? I wish it was cold here in Florida. Shoot. I would say you never saw a whale, but neither of me. I don't think I've seen a whale in person either. Crow, thanks, brother. Strawberry Glycerin inducing a sub-zero freeze over. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see. There you go, Gloria. Strawberry said, oh, happy birthday, absolutely. Mama Shredder, how you doing tonight? Good to see you. We're feeling pretty good. Hope y'all are well tonight. Jake says, freeze is definitely another banger. Yeah, I'm feeling that. I like it. If I said it might work good for a hockey team, yeah. Until the bitter cold. It's cold in a hockey rink, that's for sure. Mel Mark says, next we'll see Rick singing besides his guitar playing. Rick can do a good AV. Yeah, for sure. That was funny that night. I was tearing it up. Dominic, thanks, brother. Nashika said the main hook on Freeze is too good, both slow and fast. Thanks, bro. Appreciate that. Crusher in the house. He said, hey, Rick sounds great as always. He's in Chicago on vacation, having fun and cranking too. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, let's see. Oh, Dominic, it ain't my birthday, man. My birthday already happened. It's Stardust's birthday. That's one of our best moderators. That's the moderator CEO right around here. So, yeah, it's her birthday tomorrow. Actually, in 45 minutes, 46 minutes, to be honest. Metal Mark says, do Stardust actually have birthdays? No, at this point, they're ageless. Crow, there you go, bud. Appreciate that. Krabby Patty in the house. How you doing, bud? Good to see you. I know, right? Mama said, you made another year. Absolutely. Me too. I've been making another year. Every year, another year. Anti said, hide all the ice cream cake and ice cream because you didn't steal any. I know, right? We'll figure something. We'll find something to do, I'm sure, tomorrow. Sleep in. That's number one. Sleep in tomorrow. That's the number one thing. After that, we'll figure it out. Jonathan Taylor, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Hope you're well tonight. Val says, you always tear it up. I appreciate that, bro. Don knows, yeah, managing. She's the CEO of moderation here. Juju's like, Rick's on a special energy. It's probably the Mountain Dew. I'm drinking the Summer Freeze Mountain Dew tonight. No voltage tonight. That's why we just did freeze, because we had to do that. There you go. Mama said, it's been insane. I've missed so many streams. Oh, that's no worries, Mama. If I see Brody on, I'll try and get up on there. We can hang out for a little bit. Because we usually just playing video games and stuff, so we keep it on the side. Because we don't need to hear much on our video games, so we'll just like, listen to Brody. Val says, I'll get Chris Farley to jump out of the cake for Stardust. Yeah, true that. I will not be jumping out of any cakes, that's for sure. I'll buy a cake. All right, we're moving on. I don't have a shirt for this one, actually. There's no Destiny's Call shirt. But we'll leave the free shirt up there during this. But this, per Anti's request, this is the album track version of Destiny's Call. This has Richard Christie playing drums. My good friend Mysteria, who plays keyboards for Bruce Dickinson. He plays keyboards on this one. I can't recall who plays bass. I think Brian, my old friend from Ohio, Brian Glotty, plays bass on this one. This is called Destiny's Call. Get some of that. That track pops even harder. You got Richard Christie playing drums for you. The track just pops, man. I tell you, that's a good one there. I should probably use these other tracks instead of my MIDI tracks more often. That's a good one, though. All right, let's see. Let's do something different after that. A lot of great comments. Appreciate everyone hanging out. Thank you so much. We got to stop before we do this. Cletus and Clovis dropping that super chat, bro. You guys are the best. They said, damn, Rick, you in fuego. Clovis got paid this week. Cletus says, check out Marco Schfolli's string theory. Oh, yeah. That's a bad man. He is. Well, if you've heard of Marco Schfolli, how about George Bellos? Did you guys ever check out George Bellos? Oh, man, that dude was unreal, man. Yeah, Marco is an amazing dude, man. Ain't no doubt. All right, let's see. And thank you again. Thank you once again. Judy said Rick should make his outfit available in the merch shop so we can dress like him. He used to dress like Ingve. I tried to copy Ingve so much. Unbelievable how much I tried to copy Ingve in style and everything, man, when I was a kid. The dinner jackets with the little, whatever those tassels hanging off it. I don't even know, man. Some funny stuff. Boquet Samuel in the house. He says, may the power of guitar be with you, Mary Melody. Fill your souls with strength and love. Thank you, Boquet. Good to see you, bud. Jake said, very good. Bang after banger. Rick never fails. We trying tonight. Tyler Shep in the house, buddy. How you doing, Tyler? I sent a message to your dad. Make sure y'all check your Facebook. Check that Facebook. Hopefully you did. Feist said Destiny. Colin, you know how we do, brother. Pim said, I tried guitar. I couldn't get this out of there. Keep on rocking. Thanks, your brother. Appreciate you, man. You never give up, man. Just have fun doing what you do, man. Guitar is not an easy instrument. It's not meant for everyone. But those who try can get far if they keep working, man. But I appreciate you. Freedom Firefighter in the house. What's up, brother? Nashi Ketsa, we can all be Bach and Black. True that. Thank you, Tyler. Anti's got a link to all the cool stuff, all the cool merchandise we do offer, if that's something you're interested in. Gloria says, Stardust didn't notice I stole her ice cream. It was delicious. I think she's got more. We got plenty of treats. Thank you, Tyler. I appreciate that, buddy. Lisa got the link to Anti's website or Anti's YouTube page. If you want to check that out, hit that link and give him a sub. We'd appreciate it. Thank you, Nashi Kep. Feisty, there you go. Juju's feeling that. She says, so good. Thank you. Mama said, what's Stardust's favorite cake? I don't know. My favorite cake's chocolate frosted marble cake. If you just in case, chocolate frosted marble cake. That's my jam. But it's not my birthday. It's whatever. It's Stardust, whatever she wants. Here you go, Glory Mama. Thank you. Metal Mark says, no ice cream on this channel. Rick's guitar playing melted too fast. It's true. Anti's got the link to Lisa's YouTube page. Make sure you click on Lisa's link. Give her a subscribe. We'd appreciate that. Chocolate Silk or Hershey Pie. Yeah, those are good too. Those are good ones. I could eat those too. Yeah, when I at my job, they all used to buy like birthday cakes for people and stuff, and you get that corporate birthday jam. There's a Publix used to have this like buttercream ice cream. It was like some of the best. They don't use it anymore. Publix has gone downhill with their baked goods. If you know what Publix is, Gloria probably knows. Hey, she said Rick turns ice cream into a milkshake. I do prefer a milkshake over anything, to be honest. Anti's got the link to another one of our moderators, Juji. Make sure you check out Juji's channel. Got some cool stuff on there. Juji said, use it for Thanksgiving. I make a Hershey cake and frosting with almond slivers and fresh cranberries. Otherwise, go to local dairy and get a cake. There you go. Tyler got the emojis popping. Thank you, brother. Strawberry said, that sounds good. It does. I'm feeling it already. We haven't been to Cheesecake Factory now, so it might be a stop we make tomorrow. Cause I do like some cheesecake, and they got some good stuff there. If you've never been to Cheesecake Factory, Scroll the Y says I officially have zero excuse not to learn to play guitar. Well, there you go, brother. Get you one and get going, bro. It's fun. Have fun with it. That's all I can tell anyone. Have fun playing those guitars. Stardust talking about Friendly's ice cream. Yes, Friendly. That's like the only Friendly's is in Orlando, and we drove from here to Orlando just to get White Castle and Friendly's. Friendly's is the best, I think. There you go, Val. Minashi Kid, thank you. Mel Mark said that's one using a lot of fretboard real. So, oh yeah, man, oh yeah. Judy says homemade cakes take all day. That is true. That's why you gotta buy them. You know, buy them like I don't think my mom ever made me a cake. She'd buy one, cause it takes a lot of effort. Chris in the house, what's up, bro? He said, what's the Sam Hale going on here? Good to see you, brother. Thank you, Tyler. That's a fun one. I haven't played that one in a minute either. But I do. I remember recording the solo in the studio. That's like, and if you listen to the album, it's one take. That the whole ending solo is like one take. I just let it loose, and I was on another level or something that day. But I do remember that. Drew says we need the do-rag, short shorts, and the cutoff. I know it's the classic Rick, but it's a hat. It's just a baseball hat. Vicey said that one will be one of the greatest hits. There you go, buddy. That's a good one. There you go. Cletus and Clovis know Bellas Lost in Time. Dude, when I first heard that, I was like, what is this? George Bellas was on another level, man. He kind of disappeared. He's still out there doing something, but man, unfortunately, he was too late in the game, man. By the time George Bellas came out, shred guitar was like on the big decline, man. That was on Shrapnel Records, man. That was a ripper of an album. Monkey, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that. Nicholas says all the shreds are on point. Thanks for shredding. You got it, brother. My pleasure. You said I don't think the cake would make it in the mail. Probably not. And then I have to pick it up nonetheless. Chris says, favorite cake, not shy about that. No, sir. No, sir. I'm letting everyone know. When I come to your town, I want a chocolate frosted marble cake. Sorry, it says Cheesecake Factory sounds good. Indeed, indeed. Gloria says, I have plenty of sweets but can't touch them. Doc says my cholesterol is mildly high. Ain't that the truth? I feel that too. I'm not sure what mine is. I'm afraid to look. Pella got the count 253. Not too shabby for a Tuesday. Tuesdays are historically mostly slow. I don't know. We good. Ooh, there you go. Cletus and Close said bunt cake and orange Kool-Aid. That's what I'm talking about. Man, there's a place called in town here called Nothing Bunt Cakes. And they brought some to my job one day. They were fire. They were so good. Crow says, what's the next song, Rick? I think we're going to do... What are we going to do? We're going to do Apocalyptic next. Because I don't think Tyler heard that one yet. So if Tyler's hanging out, we're going to have him check that out. Vice says, I'm putting Double Del Taco hot sauce packets in his top ramen. There you go, man. We used to get creative with top ramen all the time, man. I tried all kinds of weird stuff to see if it would taste any better, man. Never did, man. I think my worst was like spaghetti sauce on top ramen. It's a bad idea, man. It's a bad idea. There you go, Tyler. Metal Mark said this chat reached 10,000 calories. I know. Cleese and Close says, we love Jello. Clovis made cherry last. Jello's good. Jello with some whipped cream on it is the best right there. Jake said, you meant some pine trees. There you go. Gloria says, when it comes to bakery goods, Public is not the place. I know. Used to be. Yeah, good chicken, Gouda mac and cheese, sandwiches section. But the baker's poor. Yeah, it got worse. Yeah, Gloria, the cookies used to be the best. We got some the other couple weeks ago. I was like, what happened to these cookies? These suck. And I looked up online. People were complaining all over the place. I was like, dang. That's what's up, man. There's a problem with Publix. AP, thanks, brother. Good to see you tonight. Vice says, have you ever reached ludicrous speed? I got to find that one song. See if I remember how to play it. Judy went to Trader Joe's and they had so many delicious cookies. She's a fan of butter cookies. Interesting. I don't know if we have a Trader Joe around here. Val Kimmer says whipped cream. Whipped cream. That is whipped. All right, Cleus and Close dropping another super chat. Guys, you rock tonight. He says Tuesdays rock, Rick. I got to get close to bed. He almost out. We out. All right. Good to see you guys, and thank you so much. You guys rule as usual, man. Robert says the passion you play with is infectious. Absolute magic. Thank you so much. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate you hanging with us tonight. All right. All right, let's play some Apocalyptic. Let's check this one out. This is a brand new one. Do we have a... We don't have a... no, we don't have a shirt for this either. We'll keep the free shirt up. Apocalyptic, man. That's a good one. That's a fun one. I love those Latin phrases thingies, man. They're so cool. Very, very cool. Oh, wow, what do we got? 11:37. We got some time for some stuff. We haven't played the new song of the week, dang it. I gotta play the new song of the week. All right, before I forget. That's coming up next. The new song of the week. I redid it a little bit. So we'll check that out. Let's see. Lori says, Rick, their cookies taste short of cardboard. It's true, yeah. They used to be so soft and chewy, and they used really nice chips. Chocolate chips and all that stuff. Man, I'll tell you, it was like the worst cookie I ever had in my life, man. Like, I paid money for this. I wanted a refund. It was so bad. Chris says, you ever want to see the 70s movie Full Funny? The Stuff. All about great taste and scary food. I never heard of that one. I'll have to check that out, man. Tonight, after this, I'm watching the newest episode of the Alien Earth show on Hulu. That show is good. If y'all into the Alien series movies and stuff, this show is good. It's so good. Thank you, Tyler. You said she loved that song. Thank you. Anti says, welcome all visiting peacefully from around the world. Rock steady, absolutely. That was like, whoa. Oh, yeah, we kicking it live there. Nah, she kept feeling that. Tosh said, yeah, that's sweet. Thank you, brother. I've been practicing them. I'm getting there. I'm not as good as Tyler on them sweeps. Tyler's a sweep meister. I'm getting there. I got to get my practice as I need to practice them, like constantly, to keep them clean. But I'm getting them cleaner. Day by day. I put so much emphasis on everything else but sweeps. I'm like, man, I better play some of these things, man. That and my 16-note ascending picking, I need to work on. I've been trying to work on that too. It's not as great as the descending. I got to work on it. Just goes to show you, everybody, everyone got to practice. If you want to get crazy, you got to practice. All these techniques, there's so many techniques to practice. I got to practice them. If I said this is an R2-D2's language, I know that one part's kind of R2-D2. That was R2-D2 saying, let's get out of here. Oh, man. Juji, thank you, Lisa. Now she gets it. This is how R2-D2 swears, pretty much. Thanks, Crow. Now she gets it. That sounds so epic with the choir. I love that choir, man. I love it. Judy said, I spent oodles of creds trying to get epic choir out of AI. Besides, it would never be this cool. It's so hard. I think I spent, it was $100-some for this program. Or it's not even a program. It's like an add-on. The program itself is called Sound Paint. And I think it's actually a part of this company called the number 8DIO, 8DO. They do really high quality, orchestra stuff. And the Sound Paint's like a kind of a junior company. I don't know what you call it. But yeah, they released this thing called Requiem Nova Choir. And it's fantastical. It's fantastical. Nashikет, thanks, buddy. Zach Plunkett, thank you, bro. Appreciate that. Bella says, sorry, bro. Kind of sounds like your background is volume low. Is it real? Which the music? I'm not sure, man. I don't change nothing. I don't think I changed nothing. It could be. Let me see. I'm at my normal, everything normal. I'll have to look into that, man. Jake says, a new song. Hell yeah, there you go, brother. Papa says that Deftones tat. It sure is not. That's the Eye of Horus. Let me get. Yeah, that's Eye of Horus right there. That's an old band logo. Rip off of a Bacardi bat. Zio Fender, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. If I said this song sounded like a celebration after a big victory, like winning the war after betting the enemy princess. There you go, man. Jake says, Winn-Dixie has better cookies than Publix. Man, I don't even know there's a Winn-Dixie around here. Man, we get either Publix or Kroger around here. Tino in the house. He says, how you been? I'm doing good. He's been watching in my PS5. Nice, bro. There you go. Corey says, Rick, and is it me that our cookies get smarter? They did, yeah. Terrible. There you go, Juji. Tino, thank you, buddy. Zach said, that made my day. I appreciate that, brother. Anti's got a link for a Zio Fender and soundtrack. Make sure you click on that link and give him a sub. We'd appreciate that. Thank you, Zio. Jake says, time to kick my buddy's butt in a Star Wars Battlefront. Nice, dude. Do it up. Donald says, Tyler's sweeps are crisping. Tyler's sweeps are like melted butter on a wonderfully toasted piece of bread. I don't know. That's insane. He does so good with them. Braden Jacobs, what's up, buddy? I'm doing good. How about you tonight, man? Here you go, Val. Tino says, on my phone now, though, couldn't chat in PS5. Waiting for the banger of the Throne of City. Oh, no. We played it early tonight, bro. Uh-oh. If we have time, buddy, I'll do an encore of it. So when you got the time, I'll feel you, brother. Thank you, Juji. Pellet says, yes, could be me. Yeah, nothing changed. Lee says, Rick, why isn't the goal number changed? I have no idea. I don't even know. I guess the goal ended. I said it for like 3 hours, so maybe I screwed up. It don't, man. I appreciate it. Jake says, there's a Winn-Dixie in Fort Pierce. That's way down there, man. All right, no worries, Tino. I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, we've been doing things a little differently tonight, man. Usually I have like a straight set. I've just been kind of going back and forth on everything tonight, doing all kinds of different stuff. But right now we're going to play the new song of the week. Braden says, doing good, man. Working, ready to start playing bass guitar. Nice, bro. Very good. That's what's up, dude. Oh, God, I hope I remember this. Oh, okay. All right, this is the new song of the week. No title yet. 081625, of course. We wrote it a couple days ago. I doctored the middle part, the solo part, because it sounded weird to me. So I doctored that up a little bit. So it should be a little more pronounced, this one. Let's check it out, see what you think. I haven't played it since Saturday. Let's go. this one. Yeah, I didn't know what I was doing Saturday, and I really rushed the song, writing the song Saturday. I really had minimal time. I literally wrote that in probably an hour and 20 minutes. I had a little bit of time yesterday night to kind of smooth out some rough edges and add a little more to it. I like the way it turned out. It's a different kind of song. It's not your typical song, that's for sure. But I hope you did enjoy that. I appreciate you hanging out and listening. Well, let's see what we got. Yeah, let's see. All right, Tino said, you just been doing homework, man. Should have tuned in while doing it. I feel it. No problem, brother. No problem. Drew says the timer ended. Yeah, I set it for 3 hours. Maybe I screwed up and set it for like 30 minutes or something. I was kind of in a rush to get it set up. But it's all good. No problema. I don't get anything extra if I reach the goal. It's just more of a visual thing. Like, whoa, almost made the goal. But I appreciate everyone that super chat tonight. I really, really do. You know that's right. Nashikit said the goal ends pretty early in the stream. Yeah, I try and set it for 3 hours. Like you can set it for, and I usually go for 2 to 3 hours. So like I'll just set it for 3 hours and see what happens. But it's no worry. Nashikit said new song, nice. Yes, thank you. Juji's really liking it. Thank you, Juji. Vice says doctor says if you don't like Jiffies. What's Jiffies? Oh, go F yourself. I got you. I'm not hip to these youngins acronyms, man. I got to work on it. 21 Life says, hey, brother, another night of jams. Loving the music. Keep jamming. You got it, brother. Appreciate it. Anti says, hashtag 081625. Rick, call it 081626. Okay. The future jam. Judy said, I just can't imagine a song to a slow down tempo for some reason. I can just imagine a song to a slow down. Yeah. Could be wild. You never know. I like it though. Like I said, it was one of those things like I had very little time. I was like, I gotta write a song. And I was like, whoa, look at the time. I'm like, oh God. So it was like, sorry, just coming up with stuff on the fly like fast. Brain get them advanced sample vibes. Nice, dude. Nice. Thanks, Nashi Kid. Thank you, Gloria. Crow, thanks, buddy. Thanks, Juji. Charlie Escobar knows the Black Cat Wizard. Always delivers rock on, Rick. Thank you, Charlie. Good to see that. Oh, do I remember how to play this one? That's all I know. But I remember someone on Instagram's like, Floods is that dude's worst nightmare, man. I was like, how is that so? I don't understand. That's a cool song. I do enjoy that one. Nick Climbs in the house says, sounds awesome. I've been playing for about 2 years, and now I aspire to be at this level one day. I'd love to hear your interpretation of While My Guitar Gently Weeps. That's a beautiful one. I've been meaning to do something like that, man, because I know Eric Clapton is one of my heroes, and he plays the solo on that. But yeah, I've been trying to come up with something like that, and it's a great song. I probably will at some point. I'm working on it. Thank you, Gloria. Thanks, Braden. Jake says, gonna light that guitar on fire if you play it again. I know, it's getting there. Donald James said he likes it. Donald likes it. Judy said, what are we calling it, Rick? Like I said, nothing. I don't know. I got no ideas right now. No ideas. Thank you, Gloria. Appreciate that. Now it sounds different. Yeah, a little different. But I try and write something. I don't want to write the same stuff over and over, you know. I got to try and keep it fresh, keep it new, you know. I'll go in waves. Like I did a bunch of like guitar-laden songs for a couple weeks, and then I did a bunch of classical songs for a couple weeks, and now I've been kind of doing just something different, you know, just something wild. It's always good to keep doing something fresh, you know. And that way, when I do an album, I'll have a whole bunch of songs to choose from, which would be nice. Jake says, might even set your phone on fire if you keep. I know, watch out. Jake said, it's too good. I said, there you go, buddy. Tino, thanks, brother. Val Kimmer's like, yeah. And Lisa says, you're killing it tonight. Thank you so much, Lisa. Jake says, the editor words of Mace Windu, you're too good to be left to shred. I feel that. Catherine Shepard, how you doing tonight? Thank you so much. It's great to see you. She says, yay, Rick, love your playing. Thank you, thank you. Crow says, keep rocking, bro. You know it. Catherine's feeling the heat on that one. There you go. Braden says, can you capo an electric guitar? You probably could. I don't know why you would, or it could be weird, but yeah, you probably do it. Gloria says, did I miss Speeder? You did not, Gloria. So that's the next tune for sure. Val said, I'm writing a parody called While My Neighbor Gently Creeps. You better get some security cameras then, bro. Judy said, how do we request it? Just ask. Well, we'll do that next. Why not? Speeder time. Where is Speeder? Speeder up here. Speeder way down here. I moved Speeder out of the the new song jams because these are Speeder's a fan favorite. All right, we'll crank up, get Speeder going. We'll get the shirt going to us. We'll finally switch this shirt out. That free shirt's been freezing up there. Man, that's too many E's. Speeder. All right, let's crank that up. I love this shirt. The Speeder Neon Edition shirt is a beauty. Is a beauty. Let's pop that up here. All right. Speeder shirt's on the screen. That's the next tune for sure. Max Ratansi, thanks so much for that super chat, bro. Appreciate that very, very much. Terry Carranza, progressive rock. You know how we do, Terry. Crow says, Rick, have you ever tried singing? You must be newer here, Crow. A little bit, man. I was a rare, very talented singer as a child and early teenager. Although when I started to become a man, my voice changed quite a bit. I can carry a tune, let's say that. I can carry a tune. But yeah, I'm nothing great. We have fun. People mostly have fun with me singing. There you go. Don J said, I just grabbed my guitar again too. That's what's up, man. Okay, Judy said, how do we request the new song? Is there a date? Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. Currently, yes, that song is called 081625. So there you go. 081625. That's the newest song of the week. So yeah, if you want to hear that again, just like new 1010. 081625. I got you. There you go, Lisa. Of course, I know, bro. I know. But yeah, I'll throw in some singing stuff here and there. Really, mostly, most people enjoy it. Stardust cringes over it, which I like. That's my favorite part. But we'll see what I got. Nashiket knows it's time for Speeder. Goose says I'm a beginner. Do you have any tips that you could share with me? For beginners, not too much, buddy. I mean, yeah, if you're a beginning guitar, you want to learn how to play chords. And you want to learn how to play scales. That is a little bit of a longer time that we have to work with tonight, my friend. But if you're interested, though, go to my channel later on, Goose, and go to the video section. Look for something called the exercise that every guitar player should know. It's available for beginners, intermediate, and advanced guitar players. So you don't have to. Doesn't matter where you start or where you're starting at. You can do this exercise. I would certainly recommend that to add into your practice routine. But for anything else, buddy, just go on here, right on here on YouTube. If you don't have a teacher yourself, get on here on YouTube and search how do I play chords on guitar. And then once you got that, search how do I play scales on guitar. And then the exercise that I give would help you with those scales. I appreciate that, man. Good luck. And I'll never forget this, buddy. Have fun. Just have fun doing it. See where it takes you in life. You never know. You never know what heart it could touch, what soul it could touch, man. You just have fun doing it and see where it takes you, bud. But I appreciate you, man. You're welcome, my friend. All right, it's time. It is time for the Speeder. So if you are new here and you don't know, make sure that if you are driving right now, to slow down or pull over. And if you are seated, buckle up, hold on tight. If you're flying for some weird reason, one person was at one point, hit that autopilot for about four and a half minutes or so. This one is called Speeder. This gets bumpy. It's fast. It's furious. Let's go. Speed of time. Hope you're safe after that one. What a cranker. Dang, that's a good one there. Good request. That's the kind of request I like. What else do we have here? There was one. If I could find it. There was a crazy one. Let me see if I can find it. loving this song though. Maybe we'll play that one next. I've been having fun with this song. All right, we'll play that one next. And then I'll try and find this 210 beat song. Thing's outrageous. All right, a lot of great comments. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out tonight. I still got a little bit of soda left. We got a little time in us. Like I said, it's Stardust's birthday. We got the day off tomorrow, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. Jake says, Speederman does whatever a shredder can. Shreds a solo any tempo. Shreds a, like no one's business. Look out, here comes Speederman. That's what's up, bro. Anti does have the link to that guitar exercise. Everyone should know. Check that out. Erica Alvarez, almost missed you there. How you doing? Gloria says she wants a free shirt, but she could Rick's our logo be out on the back? Small logo on the upper middle. Yeah, of course. We can do anything. I appreciate that, Gloria. Nah, there you go. Crow's like, holy smoke. Dang. Kyle G in the house. What's up, Kyle? Thank you so much for these gift memberships. You rock, brother. Who we got? Mama Shredder. Look at Mama Shredder. She got the gift membership. That's what's up. Charlie. I know Charlie. Beanpole. Mavis. Hugh. Man, congrats to all. Thank you so much, Kyle. Very, very nice of you, buddy. And he said, ultra impressive. Thank you so much, my friend. Very, very kind of you to do so. Now she says, Rick, is this even difficult for you? I know the firewood isn't. No, speeder's not too bad anymore. Speeder's become second nature to me. So yeah, at this point I'm looking for ways that I can even improve it more, or not look at the fretboard so much, and go by feel. But yeah, it's no worries for me on that one. I feel it though. Kyle says, I cannot believe my eyes or ears right now. Holy shit. Thank you, Kyle, man. That's awesome, dude. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you, Nashi Kit. Jake, thank you, bro. Edward in the house, what's up? He says, you still up camping there with your wife and son? That's awesome, dude. It's going great today. How you guys doing up there? How'd you make it through the weekend out camping, man? That's great to see you, man. Hope you're doing well tonight, and hope you're having a great vacation also, buddy. Thank you, my friend. Pantera Andres, thank you so much, my friend. Anti's got the message. Happy birthday, Stardust. It's that time. It's that time. Mama said just stop by because Brody's streaming, and then I saw my name. There you go. What timing? What timing? Now she get that interlude with the harpsichord. Can't be easy. That one's crazy. That one's crazy. It's straight. I mean, it's 30-second note trills up the scale. Real slow. It's like this. These are 8. You're doing 8 notes per beat. There's the slow version and the fast version. Yeah, that's a pump, and that's a 180, I believe. Yeah, 180 on that one. So 30-second notes at 180 is pretty smoking. Val Kimber, there you go, brother. Nice, nice. Let's see. Where do I look? Okay, there we go. There you go. Nicholas, thanks, bro. Appreciate that. Mama, there you go. Happy birthday to Stardust. Absolutely, Nashi Kid. Thank you. Thank you, Kyle G, again, brother. You rocking, man. Thank you so much, man. It's great to have you here tonight. Very, very nice of you, my friend. Bad guy said, that's peak. Appreciate that, buddy. Nashi Kid said, I'm hyped for the 2. I got to find it. I'm going to find it. I got to find it here. It's one of them old 02 something, I think. It gets wild, though. It's wild. Mama said, out of 5, I'll get 1. There you go. That's some good odds, ain't it, Mama? Nice, nice. Juju said, I'm not safe. I need a neck brace. I feel that. Marco Jr., good night, buddy. Thank you. That'll Mark said, if we think about it, we're all made of stardust. It's true. It's true. Brian Shanley, there you go, bro. And 2, hello. Donald James says, Mamba deserved it. She always here. And true that, man. That's a dub right there, man. Pantera Andres from Bogota, Colombia, man. Muchas gracias, amigo. Bienvenidos. It's good to see you. Brian says, I want one maybe One day, my friends. True that, brother. I think it's just all random. Like there's some RNG. If someone buys a gift membership, it's like RNG to where it goes. It's insanity. Keith in the house. There you go, brother. Edward says, doing good, my friend. Thanks for asking. Absolutely, Edward. Appreciate you, my friend. Not your kid's like ridiculous. There you go. Donald said, that's the part of speeder I don't play. I just play the rhythm. There you go. That's a nutty, crazy one. Tyler was getting there with it. Tyler's right hand's getting fiery for watch out. But last time I saw Tyler do it, he was like almost there with those 30-second notes on that part. It gets wild. That goes crazy. Hogview in the house says, I'm tuning in because you're awesome. Thanks, bro. Appreciate that. Oliver Makunda, how you doing, bro? Good to see you there. Keith says, I headbang on the gangway. Say my prayers, cross my heart, hope to die. Straight on, brother. Thank you, Keith. You rock, dude. That's what's up, my man. Good to see you tonight. Jake says, the song I'm playing is 147. As a newbie, it's kind of difficult, but getting better. Almost got half the song down at 100. Once I learn the rest, get up to speed. Yeah, no doubt, buddy. Always start slow, man. I tell everyone this, if you're working with a metronome or working with things, start slow. Start slow. Learn everything as best as you can and gradually speed it up until you get to the right tempo. And by that point, you'll be rocking, man. You'll be perfect. Vice says, it goes to everyone but conspiracy buffs. This is true. Unless you don't have your gifts turned on, Vice, but I don't even know how to turn on gifts or whatever. Like, you have to have, you have to be able to accept gifts. I don't even know what accept gifts is. I looked. I don't know what it is. All right, let's rock this one. This is that Sabotage type homage. Still no title on this one. 0201 25. Let's go. You think by now I'd learned it's a 4 count? God. song with no name, just a date. But man, that tune is so cool to play. It's got a lot of just emotion and vibes into it. Really cool. All right, let's try and find this other tune. I can find it. Let's see what this is. That ain't it either. What is this song, man? This is the problem when you have a million songs. Okay, I think it's this one. Okay, I believe it's this one. 0921. This song is 210 beats per minute. Hopefully I remember it. Anyway, man, thanks everyone for hanging out tonight. And thank you for all the Stardust birthday wishes. We will have a proper birthday bash tomorrow night in her honor. Hopefully, I'll probably play the only typo negative song I know for her because she loves that one. There was a Queensryche song that she wanted me to play. I will have to try and figure it out real fast. But we'll see what we can do. If I say speed is like size. It doesn't always matter. It's true. But you never know. And the longer you go, the longer the pleasure. Double your pleasure with double mint gum. Jake said, I have an internal metronome for my band playing those days. Teacher taught us how to stand tall. That's fine and dandy, brother. I have one because I was built in because I played with the metronome so long. But yeah, I would suggest it, man. I'll always use it. No matter if it's internal, external, have one clicking, man. Have one clicking always, bro. It's where it's at, man. It's where it's at. Because ain't no one got perfect time. Some people, the Richard Christie had perfect time. That guy was amazing. But time perception is different when you don't hear it. In your head, you can hear it, yeah. You can hear it clicking in your head, but when it comes down to it, man, I'll bet you any money that if you try to play something and I put a metronome underneath it, it'd be all over the place. Not all over the place, but it would be up and down off that beat. I use the metronome when I record stuff. I always metronome, man. My practicing is not so much. Not anymore, at least. But when I was a kid, it was all the time metronome, 100%. There you go, Crow. He said that reminds me a little bit of the Trail of Tears. Interesting. I don't remember that one. That gives me that. That's how Chris Oliva would write. It's very Chris Oliva-ish, if you ask me. Thanks, Brian. Daniel Hinton says, what's up, Rigger the Man? Thanks, Daniel. Appreciate that, brother. Lisa's feeling it. Thank you, Lisa. Anti says, every time you forget a 4 count, do a 4 count burpees. It's this Mountain Dew that makes me do it, man. Now she cat's feeling that. Thanks, brother. Jake says, okay, this might top Storm Rider for my absolute favorite. Thanks, brother. Yeah, I don't play that song too, but I've been playing it more often this week, and it's so fun to play. It's really fun. Razor said, there's no doubt within this master respect you. Thank you, Razor. Appreciate you, bro. Jake's feeling that melody. There you go. Keith said, I definitely love this track. Not the fattest, but very good vibe. Thank you, bro. Kevin Paulhouse, thank you, sir. Very kind of you. Juji's feeling the epicness on that. There you go. Okay, now she gets like, this is so casually epic. Yeah, that's how we do. Anti's got the links here to my Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo. If you're in that donating type mood, and that's awesome. We'd appreciate it. If you don't, you being here right now is the most important thing. So we do appreciate it either way. Keith said that bend. Oh, yeah, we got some crazy ones. Saying, there you go, buddy. Thank you, sir. Fight says, Empire striking back at the Overlords. That's pretty much. Let's see. Nashi Kid loved that one. Thank you, buddy. Keith says, I'm yelling at the TV like it's the Super Bowl. There you go, man. Gloria loved that. Thank you, Gloria. Jake said, make me want to headbang with that one. That's got some ones there. Vegeta, thanks, brother. Jam with Sam in the house. How you doing, buddy? I'm doing great. How you tonight, man? If I said this other tune is a good one, yeah. I have a lot of this other tune. Val says, "Dost thou shred?" There you go. Uh-oh, Juji says shred the bed for her. I was just about to play some docking. I was going to play a little docking for you. Because I got the docking shirt. All right, maybe tomorrow. Jake says, thanks for playing. I said, absolutely, brother. My pleasure, my pleasure. He said, Rick's the new Trojan man. There you go, bro. If I said, I'll bet you Eddie money. Take me home tonight. I don't wanna. Remember that one tune? I used to love this called She was shaking, snapping her fingers, moving up and down, around, shaking. I used to love that song when I was a kid, man. That jammed. Actually, kid says, man, that last one deserves a name. I'll have to listen to it and think about it, man. I'll think about it. Let's see. Keith said Eddie isn't what he used to be, words, but bet true that. I used to love it, man. Anthony said if you use a metronome in Metrodome, is that still considered a cover? Maybe. My man waited 5 minutes to ask for Seek and Destroy. I guess he subscribed, man. How about this one? Searching, Seek and Destroy. Great song from back in the day. How is it that like these 40-year-old songs, people still want to hear these 40-year-old songs? It amazes me, man. Was it Stranger Things that really just did it and brought back Metallica like that? It always felt like Metallica was just on the edge of just, please go away. Please, Metallica, just retire like Megadeth or something. Let's go. No, we're going to let everyone play our music now. And that wasn't not stupid. The Call of Duty trailer had a stupid Master of Puppets. I'm like, here we go again, man. All right, Juji, I got you. I had the dock insurance. I remember this 0921. Someone remember that. So I don't forget, because I might forget. All right, let's see. I'll see if I can pull this off now. I practiced a little bit earlier. Not bad. I was playing it better earlier. Didn't someone ask for a rainbow, man? Rainbow. Why don't we just do this? We'll do rainbow and then we'll figure out that one song. Let's see. It's about the coolest rainbow I got, man, right here, man. I know some old timers like this, like me. go, Stargazer. So that's a good one to play. I saw, let's see, all right. Let's see, all right, what was that? 0921. To find that one again. Okay, there it is. All right, thanks for hanging out with us. I hope you enjoyed that one. Lisa says Storm. All right, so we're gonna do this one and then end with Storm Rider, and that's it tonight. RG, there you go, brother. Xander said, I had to sit up in bed to appreciate the shred. There you go, Xander. Juji was listening. All right. I was in my head. I was like, we gotta do some docking. I'm gonna wear this shirt. We gotta play some docking, right? Feisty doing such a giver. Oh yeah. Kelly, buenas noches. She said, "Ay, carrero." Thank you so much. He said that hurt, Rick. Kelly's in Rio de Janeiro. Caipirinha. That's awesome. I love it. I want to go to Brazil so much and play for the Brazilians. That'd be so fun. Vice says we need a whole album of Master of Puppet parodies. There's probably some out there, man. I've seen a lot. I saw one that was like, if Master of Puppets was played by in the 60s or something like that, some weird AI thing. That's pretty weird. There you go, Donald. Lisa says, awesome job. Thank you. Val says CMXII if you're Roman. True that. That's a good one. Juju's feeling it. There you go. Feisty's Rainbow in the Dark. No way, man. I do have that, though. All right, and we'll do Storm Rider last tonight. Keith says, had to go find my In My Dreams thing. Oh, yeah, that's a good one, too, bud. There you go, Jay. Keith says, someone put this man on the road. I know. All we need is like a straight 50K will buy me on a tour, just like that, I can get the whole band together. Just buy right on a tour. We playing a couple weeks at least, 2-week tour in Europe, just like that, maybe more. Like I said, he's on the high-speed internet highway. What do I have? A giga? I think I got a gigabyte of speed, 1 gig or terabyte. I don't know. I think a gigabyte. Pretty fast internet around here. There you go, Lisa. Jake said, that's a real music right there. You know, right? Keith said, that takes him back to 97 at the Bronco Bowl in Dallas. There you go, man. Thank you, Raw. David Bros, what's up, brother? Good to see you. William Yancey Taylor says, know any Fast Way from the Trick or Treat movie? I sure don't, man. That's a classic movie, though. Skippy from Family Ties was up in that, man. What was that song? The Fast Way song. That was like, I think it was called Trick or Treat, right? Man, it's been a minute. There you go, Keith. All right, Jake knows Storm Rider. Let's go. We're going to try this one. Nashi Ket one here, the super shredding one. So we're going to try that. It's been a while. But we'll do Storm Rider on the end, man. Smoking Fools, thanks, brother. Jeremy Comey said late to the show, but at least I'm getting a few jams. Absolutely, brother. Keith says getting the band back there. Yeah. All I got to do is a couple texts, couple phone calls. Just like that. Donald James said he would save money to travel to Europe to see that. That'd be dope, man. I would probably get every show professionally recorded too, you know. That'd be sweet. David Bros, he says, Ricky rocking me in the Rocky Mountains. There you go, brother. That's awesome, man. My man says, why don't I see you live in concert with a band? Costs money, my friend. Lots of money. So much money these days. Edward wants to hear Storm Rider. You got it, buddy. We're going to do that. We're going to finally end that one. We're going to end the stream with that one after this other song. Zach G says, go Bucks. Heck yeah, man. Bucks is my secondary team to the Raiders. Raiders are for life, but if the Raiders doing bad, then the Bucks has got to deal with it, man. Valkyrie says, okay, say what you will, and you will. And you will. Remember that tune? Fast Eddie Clark. Remember that? Fast Eddie Clark. I was like, what a name, man. Vice said, there is a rewind function. There is. And there'll be a complete replay function, too. All right, bad news. Let me see how this... I was right. It's an E. I think it's an E, and then it switches to B minor in this one. All right, so this is, I don't know. I played this maybe twice in my entire life thus far. It was written 09/21/24, so September 21st, 2024. Almost a year to the date here. 11 months to the date practically. So I have no idea what this is called. It's just 09/21, but it's super fast. It's 210 beats per minute. Nashi Ket wanted to hear something crazy fast, so let's give it a shot. Actually, I wasn't ready for that. Yeah, that's pretty fast. It's really fast, like crazy fast. You just can't play that whole thing the straight through like that. I'd take a couple breaks here and there. Woo, that is a shredder. That's a shredder. Appreciate you hanging out. Yeah, there you go, Nashi Kevin. That's one of the wackiest ones I got right there. And I don't even know what I was thinking, man, that day. I think I was like, I hit 210. Like, I'll try. I did 200. Let me just put it up to 210. 200 versus 210 is a little wild, man. It's a little wild. You think 10 extra beats per minute wouldn't be not much to deal with, but man, it's a lot to deal with. But that's a fun one. I haven't played it. That's probably the third time I've ever played that one, to be honest. But man, I appreciate you hanging that one out. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see. Okay. Now she said this next one can be super speedy. It was, yeah, buddy. Keith said at least it's not the Jets. True that. I'm not a fan of the Jets. I'm interested in the Giants though. You see that kid, I think he's probably gonna be the second string quarterback for the Giants. But that kid looks good, man. Jackson Dart's his name. That kid's like the real All-American QB right there. He'll be something, man. He'll be something. You watch. Tiago says, I'm your fan from Brazil. It's Don. Can you play Chevelle or Evanescence? I don't know either, brother. But obrigado, mi amigo. Jeremy says, yeah, it's not the same as watching live. True that, man. Now she can't say his body's ready. Donald James knows the Bucks beat the Raiders in the Super Bowl. Yes, sir. Was that 2000? Oh, yeah, trust me, buddy. I was there. I wasn't there, but I was watching it. And yeah, John Gruden as their coach, Bucks. Yeah. It was a crazy twist of fate. That was a crazy year right there, though. Man, yeah, I tell you what, man, that Super Bowl, I've never felt sick to my stomach during a football game until that one. That whole game made me sick to my stomach, like I was physically ill. I was like, why? Why you do this to me, Raiders? We finally get to the Super Bowl and you lose it. Oh, just the whole game was rough, man. Yes, I know you're out taking requests, but there's a chance to avenge sevenfold souls. How's it go? Let me think. Let me think. No, I can't remember it, dude. I was trying to learn that Bad Country, but I totally forgot it, man. Totally forgot it. I gotta try and get it down, though, brother. Now Shakit says he feeling that. There you go. John said epic shred of the ages. That was a crazy one there, man. Yeah, true that. Like I said, I've been trying to learn this Bad Country. The problem with I have no time in my life to learn other people's stuff. I have time in my life to write my own stuff. Although I would like to learn that solo. It's a nice one. It's one of my favorites. One of these days, buddy, Xander, if you can find me some time in my life with the next couple extra hours in the day, man, I'll probably have it down in no time, buddy. But I just don't have the time, man. And Sinister Gates don't write no easy solo. None of his solos are easy. They are all very, very well crafted, I gotta say. Nashiket, there you go, brother. James said, every time you come across my feed, I watch you. Have yet to disappoint. Thank you, my friend. Keith said, like, what the F? That's faster than 210, Rick? Jesus, I know. That is 210 on the dot, bud. It's insanity. That's almost too much. It's almost too much. This next team is going to feel real nice, man. I'm going to love playing this next one after that. Thank you, Lisa. Anti's got some information for you there. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 10 is when I'm shredding. Saturday, Sundays at 9 as well. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit your notifications so you know when I'm shredding. And all these are scheduled as well. Thanks, Xander. I'll be playing one more tune after this, my friend. Feisty said that was ludicrous speed, almost ludicrous. Get in there. Maybe if I go 211. Next song will be 211. Let's go. William says Steve Vai and the Devil just walked out with their heads hung low. There you go, William. Appreciate that, dude. Thanks, Nashi Kit. Yes, indeed. Storm Rider is next. He said he played back in the day, took a few years off, and plays now after work. Gal starts on the chat. Yeah, he toured Europe and beyond. Just a cool dude. That's very legit. I've been playing for 28 years currently, actively 28 years. There was 10 years I took off 2 different breaks of 5 years apiece. Yeah, but I've been feeling good now. This has been fun, a lot of fun. These last couple of years of playing again. It's been really fun. Vice Dev went down to Florida. Lost. Pellet, you rock, brother. Thank you so much, my friend, for that super chat. That is awesome, dude. Now she gets it. That was fast as promised, sir. Thank you, bud. Thanks, Jake. Thanks, Lisa. Jake says, I feel you, Rick. Like it's like me playing a song at 60% and trying to play it at 70. It is. Key says, I only followed the Little Giants. Remember that movie? That was a funny movie, man. Pellet got the count 375. Now we're cooking. I Reckless. He says, that was effing fire. Thanks, brother. Gloria's a Bucks fan. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'll root for the Bucks. If the Raiders ain't doing it, man, and the Bucks are looking good, I'll root for them for sure. And yeah, Bucks beat the Steelers by field goal. It was a close weekend this weekend. Gloria's like, yeah, we won. I know. Yeah, as far as the Super Bowl, 2000 Super Bowl, yeah, that was painful. That's painful. Donald James, no, Warren Sapp was on that Bucks, yep. Warren Sapp does commercials for car dealerships down here. Jerry Alm. It's funny, man. Keith said, I almost forgot about Sinister Gates. Yeah, he's a crazy dude. Brian Teal said he's a KC fan, but I was a big John Gruden fan, yeah. NFL did do him dirty, Brian, yeah. I'm not a Kansas City fan, but my friend Richard Christie is one of the biggest Kansas City fans on the planet. He loves Kansas City. He was born in Kansas. So every time this last couple of years has been the greatest years for him, man, because Kansas City's winning them Super Bowls. I feel it, man. He's right on, Gloria. King Fire, there you go, brother. We're going to do it. All right, have a good one. There you go. If I said it's all to 11. Lisa, have a great one. Thank you so much, Lisa. Jeremy McCollum says, hell, turn it up to 11 as well. True that. It's always one more. It goes to 11. One more. One more. Val Cameron says, I'm jumping myself too. All right, brother, have a good one. Xander says, I think you'd rock the last solo in Afterlife. I think there's more than one solo. Yeah, I've heard a bunch of his stuff, man, honestly. I think, oh, man, I can't remember. Laser, Jay Laser wants to hear Hail to the King. He said he'd drive me a $100 super chat if I learned that one, so I might actually jump on that one. Kane says, what up, man? Scott Racker from Shinedown, Cleveland. Nice, Kane. Hey, man, I'm from Akron, bro. Cleveland, what's up, man? Good to see that. Shinedown's a good band. I remember them guys. Have a great one, Fal. All right, this is the last tune of the night. It's going to be called Storm Rider. There's a t-shirt on the screen right now for Storm Rider. If you're interested in merchandise, any t-shirts, cups, mugs, hoodies, the whole 9 yards, we got it all right there. So check that out if you're interested, of course. No obligation to look, no obligation. All right, but then again, all right, so this is the last song of the night called Storm Rider. Thanks to every single person hanging out with me tonight. Thanks to all that have subscribed tonight. If you haven't subscribed yet and this song doesn't do for you, I'm not sure what else will. But this one's a banger for sure and a fan favorite. So check it out. It's called Storm Rider. Make sure you get your umbrellas and ride the storm with me. Let's go. right there. Storm Rider. Hope you stayed dry to that. I was definitely precipitation on that. All right, man. Let's see what we got here. A lot of comments. My chat stopped. So I didn't see none of them. Appreciate everyone hanging out once again. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do so. We're shutting down the studio momentarily. I said, tell them to carry on my wayward son. True that. Anti says Kansas City plays in Missouri. Homeschooling matters. I don't even know, man. But if you're from Kansas, you're gonna be a fan of Kansas City, my friend. That's for sure. Brian says, but yeah, but most of us from Kansas are Chiefs fans. It's true. Yeah, if you're from Kansas, you're gonna be a Chiefs fan. And Missouri's right next door anyway. Very close, very close. But yeah, but Richard and his family are big Kansas, the Chiefs fans all through and through. There's even a Hallmark movie that came out, something about some Chiefs, about the Chiefs or whatever, and Richard is in it. Can you believe that, man? Richard Christie is in a Hallmark movie about the Chiefs, finding love at the Chiefs game or something. I was like, that's awesome, dude. Nashi Kid, there you go, Anti. Gloria, thank you. There you go, Edward, appreciate you, brother. Todd's like, that's a catchy song. I like hearing this one. Thank you, Toddsy. There you go, Gloria, Nashi Kid. One last time, Anti's got the links to my PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo. If you're interested in donating to the studio and the channel, we'd appreciate it. If not, you being here was all that mattered. Jeremy says, I effing love it. Does not get any better. There you go, brother. Gloria says, Rick needs Zelle too. I know. I have Wells Fargo, and they do offer Zelle. I got to figure that out. I always forget to look. I try not to look at my bank account too often. I don't want to know. Some days I just don't want to know. Xander said, first when you popped on my feed, I was just going to drop a comment and go to bed, but you had me hook, line, and sinker. I'll definitely show up again sometime. Much love from Minnesota. Thanks, Xander. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, my man. Jeremy says, always, thank you, Rick, for playing us tonight. Appreciate it. Thank you, buddy. Don said, I think I want to learn Storm Rider now. Time has come. There you go, brother. It's on the channel, so you can check that out for sure. Slow it down. Do what you got to do. Thanks, Edward. Appreciate you, brother. Earthly McLivin, thank you so much. Good to see you. Thank you, Jake. Okay, he's quoting. I'm not quoting no Hallmark movies, man. I'm just telling you. I mean, I'm friends with Richard on Instagram and Facebook, and he posted the clip of where he's in the movie. I don't watch no Hallmark movies. Maybe my mom does, but not me. Not me. Nashi Kid, thank you, brother. I appreciate you, my man. Xander said, before you end, I got to ask, because I'm struggling with this little, at the moment. How do you come off a long break and prevent yourself from burning out with guitar? Man, I've never burnt myself out from guitar. I just got tired of dealing with the business of guitar. My whole life's been, be in a band, get a record deal, be famous, be huge, be this, be that. And to certain points in my life, I didn't want to deal with the business side. I just want to play guitar. That's all I want to do is just play guitar. So in order to not be in the business, I had to just quit guitar. I just quit and disappear, But yeah, as far as, if you're taking a long break, you should be fine. You should come back and have enjoyment. That's the big thing I'm telling people these days, and this is what I do, is that you have to enjoy, be happy playing guitar, have fun playing guitar. Because if you're not, then there's really no point in playing a guitar or whatever you're doing, no matter what it is. If you're not having fun doing that thing, obviously like a job, a 9-to-5 job, you're not going to have fun with that. That's a whole different story. I'm talking about some hobby or thing that you like to do. If you don't have fun doing it, it's going to be a big problem. And there was 2 points in my life I did not have fun playing guitar anymore. I just wasn't having fun. And I didn't understand that until nowadays, So you have to stay with the having fun part. No matter what happens, if you're going to be you could be the biggest rock star on the planet or just some dude in his bedroom or whatever. As long as you're having fun, that's where it's up. And see where that takes you. You never know. You never know whose life it could touch, If I didn't play guitar now, think of all these amazing people that subscribe to me and follow me around the world. They would have never heard of me. They would have never known what I've done. So it's a crazy thing. It's a crazy thing, music and being a musician and stuff. But But you never know. Not everyone's going to be famous. Not everyone's going to make it to the college level. Or some people aren't going to make it out of the high school level, you know, as far as talent's concerned or whatever. But it doesn't matter, you know, because whatever skill you're currently at, that matters the most. And you never know, like, whose life it could touch, you know, even if you're just, you know, just enjoy playing and you break out an acoustic at a party, and you never know who's going to be like, wow, that was the best thing I ever heard in my life. I needed that, you know. You never know. You never know. So I think of like a lot of the philosophical aspects of it nowadays for some odd reason. But that's it. But have fun, buddy. All of you, have fun doing whatever you're doing. No matter what it is, have fun. And stay having fun doing it. If I said take a long ride on my motorbike or get ready, crazy little thing called love. Donald James knows there's always new challenges to learn on guitar. It's true. It's so true, man. I mean, I'm constantly learning again, you know? I didn't play for 5 years. And I was like, and I started playing again. I was like, how do I do that? In my head, I could do it, but I couldn't play it physically. So I had to figure it out again, you know, and I had to relearn a lot of stuff. And I'm still relearning a lot of stuff. Sweep arpeggios, I got to practice those. My ascending alternate picking, I got to work on that, you know. It's like stuff I got to work on still, you know. It's the longest journey you'll ever have in your life is being a musician. It's always a journey. No matter what instrument you play, it's a journey. If I said, Anti said it's like F1. If they lose the fun driving, all done. Yeah, a lot of them do. At that point, it's not about money anymore. You know, these guys are uber rich, you know. A lot of these dudes are like so rich. And it's like they have to have that drive, you know, that enjoyment to do it again. There you go, Nashi K. Yeah, absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Man, I feel like we should play one more. We got a whole bunch of people showed up. What y'all want to hear, man? You want to hear like another cover? You want to hear some cover solos, or you want to hear an original? My OGs know, so shoot it in the comments real quick. Some cover solos, or some or an original. We'll do one more. Darren says he appreciates it. You're welcome, buddy. Sometimes I have to shake off the rust to remember how much fun it is. That's it, man. Yeah. I had a lot of rust too, man. I was so rusty. So rusty. I could barely play, man. I was like, wow, this is crazy. Now she gets it's original for him. Tazi wants original. All right. Well, you can't go wrong with Voltage. How about Voltage? Oh, wait. Gloria's talking Vivaldi. Pella wants Suave. Oh, man. Don wants Welcome Home. All right. I'll tell you what. We'll do a quick poll, and I'll do Welcome Home while we do the poll. All right. Last song. And we'll put, we'll just type in Vivaldi. Vivaldi or Suave. Those are the two big ones right there. All right, we'll start the poll right there, and I'll do Welcome Home. By the time we get back, and we'll do one of those. Brian says you hit him with the Viva. Oh yeah, man. Gotta have it, man. Gotta have it. All right, let's see. Where's Welcome Home for Donald? It's one of my favorites. Donald knows what I like, man. Donald knows what I like. All right. King Diamond, Welcome Home. Andy LaRock. One of the greatest solos of all time right here. Glory says, wait, I don't know, I've never heard Suave. Suave goes like this. It's a real chill tune, and it goes like. That's the chorus of Suave. In case you forgot. All right, we'll give it. Since we're in the cover section, we'll do another couple cover solos here. About let's see. How do we do this? I'll redeem myself. I'll redeem myself with some this Judas Priest one. Another thing coming. How about that? All right, we're going to stop the poll right now. And boom, Vivaldi's a winner. All right, we got you. Now, because I remember that one. Yeah, that's a cool one. Thanks, Masked Man. Brian Teal, thanks, buddy. Mashketa, loving the bonus stream time. Yeah, like I said, I don't have to wake up tomorrow, man. I got the day off. Let's do this. Of course, I don't remember it. Did you play it during the days when I wasn't here? No, we played it a couple times. We'll play it tomorrow, Glory. If you're here tomorrow, we'll play it for you. It's a fun one to play. We'll play it nice and early, too, if you can get it early. Xander, I sure don't, but I didn't learn much off of a Painkiller. I love the album, but I was kind of long gone from learning Judas Priest stuff. I know all the old stuff, man. I grew up on the old stuff. That was my jam back in the day. But yeah, I never tried to learn much off of it. I mean, I know the riffs and stuff, but I never sat down. A lot of stuff that I did, I played in the band. We played those songs in the band. But after 91, man, I didn't learn much of anything, dude. We wrote originals. We wrote originals all the time. So great song. One of Glenn Tipton's best guitar solos ever, for sure. True that. All right, Vivaldi it is. All right, Cold Winter Night, as we call it. All right, let's see if we can pull this off. All right, this is guaranteed the last song of the night. 100% last song of the night. If you have not subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so. If this song doesn't do it, I don't know what else I could do for you to subscribe. Either way, it's all good. Appreciate you hanging with us. This is Cold Winter Night, a.k.a. Vivaldi's Winter Movement. That's pretty. I don't have the best. That's one of the best tries in a while. That's feeling pretty good, yo. But thank you so much for hanging out for that one. That is a crazy jam. There you go, Tazi. And Gloria's like, all right, that's okay. Metal, she love Vivaldi. There you go. Metal Mark said, aren't you starving, Rick? Not really. No, I had dinner at 9. Or yeah, dinner at 9. So I'm doing all right. I'm ready for some cookies though. That's for sure. I'm definitely ready for some cookies. Josh said, all right, brother. I know you're not taking requests, but I love to hear the soul from YYZ. I sure don't know, buddy. I don't love Rush and I don't hate Rush either. But I never learned nothing from Rush except maybe like the riff from Limelight or something. Yeah, Limelight. I kind of know that. I wasn't into Rush, man. You should go find my guitar teacher from 40 years ago. He loved Rush. He could play all that stuff, but not me, dude. I'm into Yngwie, Richie Blackmore, Uli Roth, stuff like that. Al Di Meola. Rush was not my jam. But I appreciate you, Joshua. I really do, man. There you go, Xander. Now she kept feeling that. Jeremy Collins says, clean as F. Maestro Renstrom. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Now she kept. Gloria says, whoever's the 420 subscriber knows what it does. When it hits 420, absolutely. Not me, though. You can do it. You can do it vicariously. I'll do it vicariously through you. How about that? Now she kept. Thanks, buddy. You're welcome. Donald, appreciate you, brother. Mel Mark says, have some of Stardust's birthday cake tonight. It'll probably be tomorrow or in the afternoon time when we wake up. We'll find something. We'll find something. All right, what's going on? Oh my gosh, that's a lot of eggs, man. You got your own chicken over there, Anti, man. You got eggs upon eggs upon eggs, brother. I think Anti got his own farm, man. That's what I'm thinking, man. Anti got like a chicken house or something, man. Peanut butter cups, though. Give me some of that peanut butter cups. That sounds good, though. I like that. All right, that's enough for me tonight, y'all. I appreciate it. That's 3 hours and 9 minutes of shredding, for sure. But I want to thank each and every one of you for hanging out with us tonight. Thanks to all the mods. We shall be back today, August 20th at 10 p.m. Eastern. Once again, we'll be doing a Stardust birthday bash of some sort, somehow, some way. We'll see how that goes. We'll figure something out. Metal Mark said, that was excellent. I feel it, man. Brian, you're welcome, buddy. Thank you so much. Yeah, we'll be happy to see you tomorrow if you're able to swing by. Now she can absolutely. Okay, bye for real. Absolutely, absolutely. Absolutely down. Thanks, Mod Squad. So yeah, make sure you come on back at August 20th. That is Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. With that being said, thank you so much once again for hanging out with us tonight. Anti said, how did you know about my VIP? And I just think, man, so many eggs, dude. You just can't buy these eggs at the store. You got some egg jam session somewhere. Firestride, thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. With that all being said, I want y'all to stay safe out there. I want you to have a great night wherever you are at in this world. A great day, a great night wherever you're at in this world. I want you to take care of each other. I want you to be good to each other because that's all we have. That's all we have in this world. You too, Edward. Appreciate you, brother. Take care of yourself and your family. I appreciate you, bud. We shall see you tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern. Have a great rest of your day and night, and we'll see you then. Take care, everybody.